guys, it's Tori, and I'm going to be vlogging my experience participating in the Hibearnation, book hibernation / autumn hibernation. I can't remember what they exactly called it. Anyway, readathon that is being hosted by Tom from Tom Reads Things and Simon, I believe is his name, from Savage Reads. And I'm really excited to participate. This is very much a spur-of-the-moment decision. I wasn't really sure if I was going to do this because I do have school stuff. However, it just happens to be over the week of Thanksgiving break, so I have a little less to do than usual, which means more time to read. And so I thought, you know what, let's just take advantage. I'm not going to put too much stress on myself. In fact, I'm not going to be doing a TBR. I'm just going to kind of pick up books that work for the prompts as I go. However, I am starting with The Lost Queen by Signe Pike, and this is covering the prompt to read a book with green on the cover. Now you may be saying, Tori, where's the green on this cover? The eyes, you can see that the eyes of the dragons are green. So very much a stretch, but I mean, green is on this cover. So we're just going to count it because I really want to get through this. I've actually already started it. It is about 500 pages long, so pretty long. And I am currently almost at page 100. So tonight is actually cozy reading night. It is actually the 20th of November. So the readathon actually starts tomorrow. However, Lauren from Lauren and the Books, is that what her channel name is? Anyway, I am participating in cozy reading night, but I just didn't really have time to make them two separate vlogs or anything. So I'm just gonna kind of count this as the start of my vlog. So tonight I'm going to be doing that. However, first of all, the UK is about 7 hours ahead of me time-wise from my time zone, which means that I'd have to start like right now if I wanted to do it at the same time as them, and I have work that I have to go to, so that's not gonna work. And then I can't actually start at 7 where they are starting. 7 to 10 is usually when she has it, and I can't do that because I'm going to be working until like 8:30. So I'm going to start at 9 and go till midnight. So we're going to do a 9 to midnight cozy reading night. But I'm going to be working on this, and my goal is to get to at least the halfway point of this. So that's about 160 pages, which I think is very doable. I might even get past that. But I'd like to at least get to the halfway point in this, and that will be fabulous because then I'll just have about 250 pages left of this to read, which is not very much. So that will be really good, and then I'll be able to hopefully read other things. Again, I'm not doing a TBR or anything. I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow, see what I'm in the mood for and what works with the prompts. I probably will choose one that either has an autumnal cover or I'll choose one that has a bird on the cover, because the other prompts, the main prompts are, I believe there's a sensation novel one, and there is a book with the word vanishing or mystery, or I think there were a couple other options, but I literally only have one book that has mystery in the title, any of those words in the title, and it's mystery, and that is a very long classic, and I'm not sure if I'll want to pick that up. And I mean, technically I have Lady Audley's Secret, which is the group read, but I just read that a few months ago, so I just feel like it's too close for me to reread it. So I'll be able to watch their discussion on it, but I'm not gonna read it right now. So yeah, and then I have a couple sensation novels, but sometimes those are kind of long, so, and I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for a classic right now, so we're just gonna see how this goes. But we're definitely starting with The Lost Queen. I am currently on audiobook listening to The Hunchback of Notre by Victor Hugo, which I guess could kind of be like an autumnal book cover with the yellow and the red type and stuff. I guess it has autumnal colors, although the cover itself doesn't necessarily scream autumn, but the colors do. So I think I'll count that for that. I won't finish it this week, but I will continue to work on it. So may as well count it for one of the prompts, right? So anyway, there's that as well. Yeah, so it's pretty early in the day. I'm about to go to work in about an hour or so. And then I'm going to next see you probably for cozy reading night. I'll come back and film a little, you know, getting started, show off my snacks that I might have while I'm reading. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get started, a good start on the readathon as well, but we'll see as I do work during the day tomorrow, Saturday. So I will talk to you guys in a few hours when we get started on Cozy Reading Night. Hey guys, so I am home. It is currently 9:19, so a little later than I had originally planned to start, just because I was getting settled in and watching a little video after work so that I could kind of free my mind up a little bit before starting to read. But I am going to start reading. Sorry, I'm going to hold you down low so that I'm not shaking quite as much, hopefully. Not a super flattering angle, but you know, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to start The Lost Queen. I really want to get to the halfway point, so we'll see if I can do that. I have, for my snack for Cozy Reading Night, I have some popcorn, and I also have some Swiss chocolate roll things that I might have as like a dessert sweet type thing. And then I also have water. But we're gonna get started, and I will check in with you maybe halfway through my Cozy Reading Night and tell you how it's going. And yeah. Hi guys. Okay, so it's literally been an hour. I've read like 40 pages, and I am falling asleep. So much for Cozy Reading Night. I think I'm gonna go to bed, because I'm a lot more tired than I realized. I feel like when I got started, like, my blood was pumping because I just got back from work and I was just going, but I don't know, it's been kind of a long day, and I was just gonna keep reading, but I'm literally, like, falling asleep. So, guess I'm not really doing Cozy Reading Night, but I will continue with the readathon tomorrow and hopefully get a lot farther in this book. I literally did not read very far at all, so kind of sad, but I just cannot, I keep my eyes open. So I have a little over 100 pages left to get to the halfway point, so I should be able to do that tomorrow. I work in the morning and during the day up until 3 o'clock tomorrow, and then after that I'll probably need to finish a paper for school that I have started and I hopefully can work on during work, because the job I'm doing tomorrow is kind of a situation where I do have time to just do homework if I want to, but no guarantee I'll be able to finish the paper there. So I will finish the paper after work. Hopefully I won't have any other homework that I've forgotten, or there is a possibility I might have some homework, but it kind of depends on whether my professor for this particular class decides on doing a certain thing. Kind of complicated. Basically, they were supposed to post something this week that they didn't. I may end up having homework that I need to do tomorrow beyond the paper, because she'll post it and it's due Sunday and tomorrow's Saturday, so I might have that, but hopefully not. Hopefully whatever I have homework wise will only take maybe an hour or two after I get back from work, and then I can spend the rest of the evening tomorrow reading. I've just had a really long week, so I think it will be good for me to just relax. Hey guys, so it is Monday evening. It's been 3 days since the readathon started, and I've read literally nothing. So, super successful so far. I'm actually going to read this as long as I possibly can tonight. I was able to relax a little bit today, so hopefully that means I'll be able to stay up a little later than I might otherwise be able to. Case in point, my failed Cozy Reading Night. So, we're going to get into The Lost Queen. I had a pretty good day today. I was able to finish up some school stuff and some filming stuff. I actually filmed a video today that I'm really excited for you guys to see. It's going to go up. Actually, I think it went up before this will go up, so you'll probably already have seen it, but just in case, I'm not going to talk about what it was. But anyway, really excited about that. But anyway, I'm going to get started on reading and I will update you in a little bit. Hey guys, so it is the next day. I have had the whole day off of work, which was kind of nice just because I work for my dad, who's a doctor, and my job is mostly just to look through the people scheduled for the day and just add in certain notes about them. However, he was only going to be scheduling all of Monday and then half of today, Tuesday. So I was able to get all that done yesterday. So I figured I may as well just not go in today because I didn't really have anything to do. So I didn't go in, which meant I kind of had the chance to chill. I do have some papers to work on for school, so I did do that for a couple hours this morning. and I slept in, which was really nice, and went to the grocery store, got a few things. I did a lot of planning for Christmas presents because I like to get all of my Christmas presents purchased on Black Friday or earlier, just because I like to have it all done. I know it's all coming in the mail. If there's any problems, I can figure that out. And you just get better deals Black Friday / Cyber Monday. So I usually just try to get them all then. And yeah, so I was doing some planning for that. And I also actually bought a few things for Christmas presents for one of my roommates just because I was able to get it at Walmart and I was there. So I figured may as well go grab that, especially since this week, since I'm going to be staying with my parents for half the week, I don't really need quite as many groceries as normal. So I was like, we'll just use the money I would spend on that for this Christmas present. So awesome. And then I was able to do a lot of reading already today. Just started reading maybe an hour and a half ago, and I finally reached the halfway point. So it's going really well. I haven't really told you much about my thoughts on this, I'm realizing right now, but mostly because so far I just haven't had a ton of thoughts. It's pretty slow pacing. I actually really don't mind slow pacing for me personally, and I really was engaged in the world. However, I feel like when there's slower pace, it's harder to really know what to say about it, even if you don't mind the slow pace, if that makes sense. So even though I didn't mind it, I just didn't have a lot of thoughts quite yet. I was giving it time to pick up pace. Okay, I apologize for the shaking camera, but we'll just keep going, and I'll try my best to keep this steady. But I am really enjoying this. I like the main character, but I don't necessarily love her. There's just little things that I don't love. However, one thing this is doing great is I've talked a lot in recent videos for tags and stuff about the trope of the runaway royal, the royal that doesn't want to get married, doesn't want to become king or queen, so they run away. And this is definitely subverting that particular trope. It's not following that, but it is like a girl who doesn't really want to get married and wants to be able to have a choice, which understandable, especially in a society where women don't really have much choice, but especially noble women. But she's also willing to recognize what responsibilities she has to her people, and I'm really appreciating seeing that struggle in her. So this is a great book that's subverting that trope, at least so far. So if you're interested in that and you hate that trope as much as I do, give this a try. And it's really interesting as far as the historical setting it's taking place in. There's a lot of discussion about religion of the Britons versus Christianity, and, you know, contention with Rome, as well as the Picts and the Angles, and just a lot of different things coming into play. And it's a very fascinating world to be reading about just because there are so many possible threats. There's a lot of things going on that I still don't really know exactly what direction this is going to go in, if there's going to be an overall like danger or threat that is focused on. And it kind of is hinting at maybe there will be, but it's hard to say quite yet what that threat is. And so I'm really intrigued by that, and I'm really, really liking it. In fact, if this continues as well as it's going, I might have to pick up the sequel immediately. I was thinking about asking for it for Christmas, but the thing is, there are a couple other books I'd rather get for Christmas, I think, that I'm willing to wait for. And I was going to ask my siblings, so I'm the oldest of 5. I have 4 younger siblings. However, one of them is away, and we won't be needing to get Christmas presents for him just because of where he's at right now. He's on a religious mission for the next 2 years, so he's just not really in a position to even carry extra things around. So beyond, like, calling him and emailing him and writing him letters and stuff, like, there's not much we can get for him that he can handle taking with him. So I only have 3 that are around that we get presents for each other. However, how we do it, because there's enough of us, it would be hard and expensive to buy a present for every single one of our siblings. We each pick out a name, a random name. So the one who has my name is my sister. I just have one sister, the rest are brothers. And my sister, I was going to ask her, give her a list of books I wanted and possibly put the sequel to this on that list. However, I kind of want to just let her pick a random book for me that she thinks I would like, and we'll just see how she does with that. I just think that would be a lot of fun. So the reason why I'm talking about that is because I think I might just purchase the sequel to this for myself very soon, because I mean, I'm going to finish it first and make sure I actually really like it. I don't know, this is like kind of the book I've been wanting for like years now. It feels like it's the book that I wish Three Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake could have been, and I have high hopes for it. I think I would love to finish it tonight. It's 5 o'clock, or almost 5:30, I guess, which means it's possible for me to read the last like 250 pages of this. However, I'm not gonna force myself to, because I don't want to like exhaust myself, but if I don't finish it tonight, I will try very hard to finish it maybe tomorrow, although I am working tomorrow afternoon and I do have my paper to work on in the morning, so I don't know how much time I'll have for this, especially because I'm also needing to pack up to go over to my parents' house tomorrow. But Thursday at the latest, on Thanksgiving, I'm sure I'll have plenty of time to finish this up. On Thursday, I'm planning on not doing any homework, just hanging out with my family. And usually Thanksgiving, I mean, we have dinner and I'll help my mom with that. But beyond that, we just kind of chill. So very possible that I can finish this up on that day if I don't today or tomorrow. So anyway, very excited about it. I'm gonna get back to reading. Hey guys, so I think the last time I updated you was over when I was halfway done with this, talked about it, said maybe I'll get a good chunk of this read or possibly all of it read by tonight, and then I didn't. I'm just past the halfway point, and I actually ended up talking with my cousin slash roommate that night, and it was really good because I haven't seen her I haven't really talked to her very much. We live together, she's my roommate, but oh, hi, Sneakers. Sorry, my brother's dog. So anyway, we are just chilling at the park for Thanksgiving morning, and I am going to work on my book. I have done no reading since that Tuesday because Wednesday, yesterday, I was busy all day, so I just ended up not reading it all. So today, hopefully, we can get a good chunk of this read. I would like to finish it, but on a holiday, it's hard to tell what will work. So, hi, Sneakers. So I will update you when I can. Hi guys, so I don't even remember the last time I updated you, but I think it was probably Thanksgiving. Well, it's Saturday now. Did not still finish this, of course, but I'm only 100 pages left, and I think I'm going to finish it tonight. I know I'm going to finish it tonight because it's only 8:30, and I'm sure I'll finish this before midnight if I just get started reading and just continue on, which is what I plan to do. And I'm so excited. Plus, with the end, I usually cruise through the end a lot faster than I do the rest of the book. So I think it's gonna be good. There's a plot twist that I'm waiting to happen. I already have predicted it way long ago, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. But it's a situation where I don't mind being right. Like, I don't mind having predicted it because I'm loving this book so much. It's so interesting. I actually already ordered the sequel to it, so hopefully the ending isn't drastically terrible. But yes, I am getting very pumped for this, and it's just everything I hoped it would be. It's great, and I feel like the rest of the series has so much potential that I hope it doesn't let me down, but we're gonna keep going with this. I do have some issues with it, mostly I just feel like the character development, for how slow the plot is building, I feel like she's trying to make it so character driven, but I feel like I'm only really getting to know a few characters, and there's a few characters I want to get to know better. I'm so sorry, this is so shaky, I won't be too long. But anyway, there are a couple characters that I really want to get to know better that I hope we will. Something crazy just went down, so that's why I'm extra like pumped up right now about this. But we're going to continue with this, and I will update you probably when I finish it, and yeah, talk to you then. Hey guys, sorry for the seeming mess behind me, but my room's slightly been taken over by storage stuff, so yeah, it's like half storage room, half where I stay when I come to visit. So anyway, I wanted to give you an update on my reading from last night. It is Sunday, the next day, and the last day of the book Hibearnation readathon, and I was able to complete The Lost Queen. I don't have the dust jacket on me, otherwise I would have put it on to have it be like, this is the book, this is the beautiful book that I just finished. But anyway, I ended up giving it 4.5 stars. I absolutely adored it. It was everything I wanted and more. It was definitely very slow paced, so if you're not one to enjoy slow paced books, maybe tread carefully with this one. I also didn't love the romance, which is the only reason why it's not 5 out of 5 stars, although on Goodreads I did give it 5 stars just because it doesn't let you do half stars. So I rounded it up, but I absolutely adored this. Gave it 4.5 stars. Like I said, the romance was the only thing. I just felt like the love interest, I didn't feel like I ever got to know, and I didn't feel like the main character knew at all. And there was another person that I feel like I would have liked to see a little bit more of a development of a relationship there. And I feel like there was a lot more possibility of a strong relationship with this other person. I'm not going to go into detail on who it is because spoilers, but there is another person. I also wish I had gotten to know this other person better in general. I felt like there wasn't enough content with this particular character that I was able to get to know him, but I wanted to, whereas the actual love interest I felt like I didn't get to know and I didn't really care to know. So that's my one negative, but I really loved the historical exploration that was performed in this. I felt like it was so interesting. I loved reading the notes at the end about how much research she put into this, how she discovered these particular historical figures, and I didn't realize that the main character in this is actually based on a real person. Like, for whatever reason, I thought it was just a fan fiction type made up character that she thought would be cool, but in the note, she explains that this is a real person, a real queen that has kind of disappeared from history, and so it was really cool to be introduced to her as a character, as well as Lailoken, who is the character that some believe inspired the Legend of Merlin, and that's also true. He was a real man who, based on archaeological evidence and stuff, is very likely the inspiration for the Legend of Merlin. So very interesting. I would love to study more about this time period. It's a time period I know very little about, so I think it would be very interesting, and I hope in the future I'll get a chance to do so. In fact, she mentions a couple books in her notes at the end of the text that can be picked up if you're interested in this time period, so I've already added those to my TBR and Goodreads. Hopefully I'll be able to get to them eventually, but anyway, super good, super loved it. Again, not going to be a book for everybody because of the slow pacing and the insta-lovey nature. I know that really turns some people off, so I can understand not everybody loving this, but it was definitely perfect for me, and I'm so excited to get to the sequel. I'm glad I ended up purchasing it when I did, so I'll be able to get it this week. Not that I'm going to read it anytime soon, probably, because I have other plans, but hopefully I'll be able to get to it as soon as possible so that I can continue with this series, although I don't know when the third book's coming out, so hopefully this next year, but you never know, so we'll have to wait and see. Okay, and since we only have one day left, I was considering a variety of things, if I just wanted to kind of move into my December TBR, or if I wanted to try to read something else. I didn't really know. However, I decided, because I realized it's actually Louisa May Alcott's birthday today, so I thought it would be fun to at least read one of these stories out of the Lost Stories of Louisa May Alcott. This is a collection of, I believe, 8 or 9 9 stories that were discovered in the early 90s by Louisa May Alcott. And she, I believe, based on what I've learned about her, she mostly wrote sensational short stories, and one of the prompts for the readathon is to read a sensational short story or novel. So I figured this is a perfect opportunity to pick up one of these. I think I'm only going to read one because I do have other plans today. I'm not sure how much I'll get read. But the first story in this is called Dr. Dorn's Revenge, so if that doesn't sound like a sensation story, I don't know what does. So I'm going to be reading at least that one, maybe more, and then hopefully I can watch Little Women tonight with my family before I head back to my apartment. But we'll see. Anyway, so that is my reading plans today. So I won't close this here because I want to be able to share thoughts on that and to close off this vlog at the very end of the readathon. So we'll do that, but I probably won't have much more to say. I'm sorry this hasn't been the most entertaining vlog, but I've honestly been kind of, I think I mentioned this at the beginning, but I have been kind of in a reading slump, and this book, The Lost Queen, definitely got me out of that reading slump. I'm feeling so much more motivated to read. Hopefully we'll maintain that feeling because I do have a lot of crazy school stuff going on over the next couple weeks, and I'm concerned that I might struggle to want to read, but we will see. We will see. So yeah, I will check into you later and probably close out the vlog in the next clip as well. Hi guys, as you can see I am back at my apartment and it is the day after the end of book Hibearnation, so I thought I'd give a little wrap up of everything. I was able to read Dr. Dorn's Revenge by Louisa May Alcott. Unfortunately, it was not actually a sensational short story, but it was still good. I enjoyed it and it was fun to read on Louisa May Alcott's birthday. I also was able to watch Greta Gerwig's Little Women, which was absolutely wonderful. I always enjoy it. Unfortunately, I was disappointed that I didn't get more reading in. However, it was just kind of what was going to happen. I am towards the end of my semester at university, and that just means I have a lot more work to do. So hopefully the next book, Hibearnation, I believe will be towards the end of January, which I will be in school, but it will be towards the beginning of the semester, so it will be a lot easier to get reading time in, I hope and believe. So hopefully I can do better then, but I am really glad I read The Lost Queen. It definitely helped get me out of my reading slump, which is what I was most hoping for with this readathon. And I'm looking forward to what I have to read in December. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!